What are the very best fats to keto adapt, and what kind of fats are going to get you nowhere? Welcome everyone to my channel. Now let's get into the fats to keto adapt or to not keto adapt. People still think that MCT oil is going to put you into ketosis and give you a bunch of brain energy. That's another trend that has come and it has gone, and not proven that it's gotten people any closer to their ketosis goals. Now or then or now, just nothing's changed, because it doesn't. It's a processed medium chain triglyceride where they take coconut oil, because this is only about 60% MCT, but it's still okay. It's still good for the gallbladder. And they make it like 99% MCT, which is small and particle size fats that's easy to digest, and you don't need a gallbladder. And somehow this coffee person, Dave Asbury, was like, oh, it's good for great brain health. And it worked. Everybody's like, oh, MCT oil is great for brain health. It's devoid of lauric acid. We need the lauric acid in coconut oil. It's antimicrobial. It's good for memory. It's good for the old shrinking brain. Lauric acid is so good for, hosts in the bodies like parasites and all kind of weird stuff. But let's get more into the fats to adapt. Now, coconut oil is not going to help you keto adapt, but it's going to tell your brain that you're not starving. And you can produce more ketones on them, but if your blood sugar is dysregulated, it doesn't matter, because you're not going to use the ketones. And that's what tricked people in the keto extravaganza in the years in the past. Like, oh my God, my ketones went up when I ate my yo-yos, coconut oil, or maybe even the MCT oil. The best fat that's going to really create sustainable ketones is what? Animal fats. And I had to switch to Vital Farms because Kerrygold started like messing with their packaging and their ingredients. And when they start messing with the ingredients, I'm like, I'm about to make my own butter, because I'm about tired of buying this expensive nonsense. Yes, but I digress. Animal fat is always going to be the best fat to keto adapt, and I'm going to explain why. Let's be clear. Avocado oil, avocados, y'all keep thinking that this is a good fat, but it's really about the animal fat. And I'll go into why this is not. Animal fats are made out of mono, poly, and saturated fats, and that is what we are made out of. We're not made out of primarily mono, unsaturated fats. When you eat animal fat, and for those who are trying to adapt on plant fats, watch what happens when you add animal fat as your primary fat, especially the rendered fat like in butter or ghee or tallow, how much your ketones pop up. And when you try plant fats, they don't, including your coconut oil. Although you can make ketones, but it doesn't help stabilize your blood sugar. Animal fat is always king. Butter, if you can't tolerate butter because it's high histamine because of the little bit of whey and casein left in the butter, milk proteins, or ghee. You can get your own Vital Farms and make your own ghee if you don't like the taste of the stuff you find in the supermarket with ghee, which is clarified butter. It's cooked longer to cook out the proteins that are jacking you up. And if a lot of people can't do dairy because there's a wee bit amount of proteins left over, so people might switch to tallow. But tallow tastes like wax candle. So you can go put salt in, get a saucepan, put the tallow in the pan or in the pot pan, and add a little salt, Let it simmer or just stir it under room temps. Let it melt, essentially. Then pour it back into a mason jar with the salt, and it'll make it less waxy, more palatable. But one of my favorite fats, besides butter, is pork belly fat. Not back fat, because that's waxy, of the pig. Pork belly, the belly. You add salt to that, and it kind of gives you a buttery, it's creamy to smooth, but it's always going to be your animal fats. Like I said, you can make ketones with coconut oil or MCT oil. MCT oil is processed garbage. Don't waste your money. Just do this. It's made from this anyway. They can help make ketones, but they don't help stabilize blood sugar, and they don't really keep the ketones throughout the day. They spike your ketones for a hot second. What I really like coconut oil for is the antimicrobial benefits. Like if you just put a tablespoon in your mouth with oregano oil and swish it around, you start krilling. This is a tired girl with energy. Killing microbes within 30 seconds. Swish it around, spit it out, because then you pull out bad bacteria. MCT oil is really good for fighting candida. Rather, coconut oil. The processed MCT oil is devoid of lauric acid, and we need all of that to kill the bacteria and for the brain health. So if anybody's got a brain injury or Alzheimer's, get that person you know on virgin coconut oil. Not MCT oil. No. Coconut oil for the brain. Now, for ketosis, we need animal fat. The only reason I ever prescribe plant fats is for people who've got such a jacked up gallbladder in the beginning that I don't want their body to starve, and I don't want to put people back on carbs who don't want to be on carbs. So I would do a little bit of animal fat, and then a monounsaturated fat like olive oil or avocado oil, maybe coconut oil. But that's for the short term. We got to encourage the gallbladder to function properly. That's a whole nother video. So you can absorb fat, make ketones, get on with your life. Animal fat is always going to be king. Not those other fats. They're not going to put you in ketosis. You can use them for the short term so you don't starve, but your blood sugar will still remain dysregulated, and your ketones will be a little piss poor. Comment below, share this content. Do you have problems with trying to figure out what kind of fats to keto adapt? Do you have problems making ketones? Because a lot of you guys are not making consistent ketones, and your fats are, almost every consultation, their fats are too low. Or they use like plant fats, which you can't do that. My Instagram is Stephanie Ketogenic. My Facebook fan page is Stephanie the Business Person. You can sign up for a consultation through stephanieperson.com. I swear I won't sell you a car. Yeah, you can sign up for my course where I cover all 3 diets, stephanieperson.com. And I'm so challenged. I'm so tired. I'm not going to do the challenge. Energy, but tired. Because I'm building a house. And I'm moving my mother in. And the builder's being weird. But that's okay. Because I'm a champ. And I'm out.